Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Artcast. Today we'll be taking a look at another commission that I did, just a real quick one. Line art in flat colors, Ninja Sandy. Just Sandy Squirrel from SpongeBob in a ninja suit. It was pretty fun. It's a nice little pose, a nice little exercise to get back into the swing of things. Um, And like I said, I was hoping that everything was running little bit smoother than yesterday, but we still had a few hitches to the Battle Cart 2 or Battle Cart Slim. Basically, remember how I said that I took my old PC and threw it in the garage and then strapped a bunch of monitors onto a cart, and then that way it's and a power cable, not a power cable, a hot bar, and then stuck that on the side. Well, that was great for recording in the winter. Um, just just really handy because there's a lot of space out there. But now it is already getting ungodly hot. Um, Too damn hot for just for right now already. It's horrible. So now I decided to do a little modifications to this little. It's not a. It's more like a little tray. It's this thing that I found. Again, someone was throwing it away, and they didn't want it, even though it looked perfectly good. It was wobbly, but it was only wobbly the because the bolts weren't tightened. It was falling apart, so I took it home and I took an actual wrench to it and tightened everything up, and it worked perfectly. Um, and for a while, it just kind of sat here. It held all my microphones and my wires and a few tripods, a few things like that. Now it situates everything. I got my little my little camera basket, which will hold all my cameras and my there's cameras, wires. Let's see. I got my capture cards, several microphones, several tools for tightening different things. Um, and now, what I had to do, there was no way to put the PC tower in there, standing up or sitting down. I wanted it laying down. So what I had to do is I had to take one of the shelves. There's these little metal shelves in there. What I had to do was I had to take a little hacksaw and cut off the just the soldering points, and then really kind of wrench it out and modify it. Oh, yeah, speaking of modifications, I stuck a tabletop onto it and then drilled a bunch of bits into it so I can put microphones and stuff on it. That was even before I had the idea of putting the computer with it. What's this? Woohoo! Got my first Morkborg paint job done. Oh, that's right, Paladin. Paladin, you paint figures, correct? That's great. I don't know what a M-O with the umlaut, Morkborg. What game is that? Is that is that the Warhammers the kids like to play? But anyway, yeah, I'm actually really happy, and the best part about this, I can roll it around anywhere in here, or I can roll it into any other room in the house, which makes it like really very flexible for recording. It's great. Morkborg is a Doom Metal RPG. Cool. Hmm. So anyway, that's just I'm just kind of got excited. I was able to find another way, and then this is the way I'm streaming this now. Is I'm streaming this off of one PC, and I'll have a game ready at the end of all this. I think we're gonna play some Fall Guys because I really like that. I haven't played that game in a while, and that seems like a good test of streaming. That way, one PC, the stronger PC, uses its better capture card to run the game, and then this one can stream and record at the same time. C'est la vie. Think that I wanted to do this a while ago, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. Little did I know, I had like all the spare parts. I've got like 3 spare monitors, so I got one spare monitor here that I'm not even using. I'm actually using my drawing tablet because it's better to have it right in front of me. So I use a spare tablet cable. That actually is kind of futzy. It's very finicky. If you move it, then it's not fit for drawing, but it's fit for using as a monitor cable. But it's great because I got my drawing tablet right here. It's opened. I get to see what's going on, and then I can look up and see my other PC a monitor. And then I've got the 2 other monitors back there in case I need to go out there and set up a table and film anything for extended periods. So it's great. Just watched Looney Tunes Rabbit's Run on DVD an hour ago. How was that, Andre? Is that pretty much just like a totally different Lola? I was surprised. I figured that was... Because the clips I have seen, it seems like that is a completely different characterization of her. Where she seems smarter. She definitely seems smarter. And I'm not sure if those are just the clips I've seen, or if she's actually like smart, is smart and cares about perfume. And yeah, I just don't. Well, oh yeah, that's right. You won't get this response until like 2 minutes later, because of the. So I'll just wait patiently until you answer. Also, I got a shiny Sentry in Pokemon Leaf Green yesterday. Cool. What is Sentret? That's right. That's the raccoon one, or the raccoon rabbit one. Cool. Just enjoying some coffee, trying to perk myself up. Is Pokemon Snap just for Switch, or is it going to be a phone app? I don't know. You'd think that would be perfect for a phone app, as like a sort of a side add-on to Pokemon Go. But then again, I guess Niantic would own the rights to that, unless they did some sort of back dealings where they get to. No, Nintendo could totally make another program. Hello, Michael. How's it going? Just for Switch, yeah. Hey, D. Gills. How's it going? Yeah, one of the better hands I've drawn. Like I said, I've just been looking at a lot of video tutorials sometimes. Some of them are good, some of them are really useful, and then some of them are stuff I've known, and then some of them are just like so out there that it must work for other people, but whatever. And in this case, there's an artist who says that there's a way to draw the body, basically just like as a bean shape, with one, basically like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like you would make a bean shape, but it's got like 6 points: 2 for the shoulder, 2 for the hips, and then like 2 for where the 2 for the taper, and then 2 for where the hips lie. But then you add 1 extra one for the chest, where that would be directed. and then you can change the orientation of the torso just by adding a few details. And then there was another tip he did that I've been using, and that's to draw a mask around your eye sockets. And that will help you figure out exactly where your eyes lie. So yeah, not a bean. Yeah, kind of like a bean shape. Yeah, like CalArts. You know, CalArts is a made-up term proposed by someone who really didn't know what he was talking about. Uh, God, I'm glad. You know what? Usually I hate myself for not remembering anyone's name, but I'm glad I don't remember his. Ren and Stimpy guy created Ren and Stimpy, created a dog and created a cat, and then had a bunch of writers come up with all the more interesting stuff to do with the two characters. So, hello Skulls Productions. How's it going? I thought Pokemon Snap Stations were only for Blockbuster. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, they were only for Blockbuster in America. I heard that they in Japan they had them like in a bunch of different places, sort of like John K. That's his name. Um, they put like gachapon slots everywhere. Vending machines, stuff like that. So I imagine it would be that kind of setup. There was probably an exclusive deal with Blockbuster to bring all that over and then have that here. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Are we? Yeah, we're good. We're rock solid on all our numbers. Um, but yeah, this turned out pretty good. I kind of like the sketch more than I like the final line art, but that's what always happens. Yeah, well, I'm glad to have you here. Um, let's see. Yeah, we'll be. I'm glad we got that whole thing sorted out with you and your friend. I'm going to be doing a couple commissions for Skull and his buddy. I think you guys will enjoy them. Um, Wait, what's that? Do 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 do. Hold on, I missed one of your compliments. It's good. Okay, yeah, it's good, and she's pretty much a hybrid of the different versions of her. Like you said, she's a bit of a genius ditz who's passionate about perfect. So it's pretty much just a different version of the character. Interesting. I was I have an outline for Lola Bunny. I've always wanted to do a Lola Bunny episode, and you know what? I'm kind of glad that I put it off so long. It's because so much has happened with her character. I think I mentioned all this once. Um, but anyway, I gotta wait. I gotta see that. I gotta get a hold of a copy of that. I gotta wait for Space Jam 2 to come out, and I've also gotta wait for was it Bugs Builders? I don't know what it is, but it's a evidently it is a sort of kids friendly Looney Tunes cartoon where it's kind of like a hybrid between Looney Tunes and Bob the Builder, I guess. But she's in that too. So now, is she going to be her ditzy self? Is she going to be like like a Space Jam version where she's sort of competent? Is she going to be? Well, actually, those are the only really two. Then you have the utterly insane one from Wabbit, um, which is weird. I was looking up clips, and they have the Looney Tunes show for some reason. And like, I was looking up YouTube clips, and there was an official account, but it was like Cartoon Network Africa, and they labeled the clip Wabbit, but it was from the Looney Tunes show. So, yeah, I was like, oh wow, did I discover some new clip that I've never seen? It's like, no, it's the same. But in Wabbit, she's played by Kath Sose again, but she has all the mannerisms of the Looney Tunes show, Lola Bunny. So she's like goofy and excitable and a lot more energy than that one. That that one on the Looney Tunes show, that Lola was kind of she how can I put this? She was very low key in her excitement. Like she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna run over this guy that looks exactly like you." Um, how do I feel about Lola's redesign for Space Jam 2? It's not a redesign. It was just a promotional drawing. It is like you watch the first movie and she's she's all over the place in her design. And that's because she's not really much of a character in that movie. Um, if I had to rewrite Space Jam, it would, well, first of all, I would make it so that, I mean, Jordan's got like no reason to help the Looney Tunes other than their Looney Tunes. If he showed up and says, "Oh man, I love Looney Tunes so much," yes, I will help you. Um, but other than that, he really has he kind of puts his neck on the line, and it's like there's no confrontation with him. There's no hesitation, which you'd expect from that. So I would rewrite that part. I would also rewrite it so that there would be a little bit more of a confrontation between Bugs and Lola, in that Lola knows how to play basketball and Bugs doesn't. And so it would be like, how can I put this? Lola would try to take all the other Looney Tunes under her wing and be like the co-captain with Jordan, and that would stick in Bugs's craw. And then sort of him and Daffy and Bugs would then have something relatable, something in common, like, oh yeah, well now you're second banana, like me, like I've always been. And then you get to the point where at the end, the climax, you sort of need a combination of both looniness and competency with playing basketball. And then maybe Lola just like says, "Oh man, of course I love Bugs Bunny. Everyone loves Bugs Bunny. We all grew up with you." Uh, which sort of implies, well, actually, yeah, Bugs is a lot older than Lola, just logistically. It's kind of like in Animaniacs, how I kind of like the new. Well, it's one of the aspects of the new show that I like, where they act like they're kind of old and they're kind of just they're tired, especially Dot. Um, Her voice and mannerisms play out like that one Minnie Mouse series I've always wanted, where it's her domestic life and she's just kind of tired and she's just sick of being like a little kitty mascot. This was before the new Mickey Mouse shorts, where they actually gave her stuff to do, and she was like, she had a bow shop, and she was just kind of like, they pretty much, yeah, it's the Mickey Mouse thing was like either really 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 kid friendly or like really really little kid stuff. So that's the series I've always wanted. Like I just a kind of middle-aged Minnie Mouse, or that kind of character. They're just like, I'm tired. Um, but yeah, I would think Space Jam is weird because it doesn't run by the conventions of a typical sports movie. For example, there's no training montage. Uh, I mean, there's sort of there's a faux training montage. The Looney Tunes, there's a fetch quest in that movie. Instead of a training montage, which is replaced by the Looney Tunes performing, sweating to the oldies, and then Jordan gets his shoes back, and then he does a bunch of stuff in slow motion. Um, that replaces a genuine training montage where the Looney Tunes, work and get stronger at what they do. But then again, that would take away from the climax that where they're impetus. They have no way of defending themselves against the monstars. That is until they drink the secret juice and then they remember that they're cartoons again and can do weird, goofy stuff. Oh, that is. You know what? You're right, Flynn. That is exactly what Slappy Squirrel was. That's why I like Slappy Squirrel so much. Maybe with Slappy Squirrel, but maybe a little bit older. I mean, a little bit younger. Um, because I think if Slappy Squirrel is like kind of an old woman, I would think someone like maybe around her like 40s or 50s. Uh, and I would gauge Slappy Squirrel as like maybe in her late 60s, early 70s. Do, do, do. Would you still bring back Bill Murray? That seems random and pointless. Well, no, it was. Yeah, but it was so random and pointless in a really charming way. I don't know how I would bring him back. Um, hmm. You're right. That was weird. I'm trying to think about why he would do it. I think I would. He sort of plays off Jordan as the Daffy to his Bugs Bunny, in that he just kind of shows up and he kind of feels like he knows what he's doing. Like there's the part where they huddle and he says, "Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll take the ball. I'll dunk it out to you. I'll shift it to you. You shift it over here." And then he has to be explained that, "Oh no, you don't understand. We don't. They have the ball right now." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I can't do that." I think it was just because he was hanging around the lot and he was having fun. I love Bill Murray in what was that? Oh God, a Fantastic Mr. Fox and Moonrise Kingdom. Who's that guy? But anyway, I love everything that he's in with involving that because well, he's just great. He was fantastic. Well, he was amazing in Fantastic Mr. Fox. Are you cussing at me? I'm sorry, you cussing at me? I'm not cuss. I'm not cussing at you. You look cuss. I love that. Black Geek, Black Geeky Girl. Hey, CR. By the way, I didn't know so many people hated the first Space Jam. Though I did only enjoy Space Jam as a kid. You know what? People enjoy it, but people also. I mean, it. Like I said, it's weird. It's not even. It's a sports movie without a training montage. There is almost virtually no plot. Jordan, again, there's no point where he's like apprehensive. He doesn't go like, "Oh man, these are monsters. I can't do this." Tweety Bird has to sort of guilt trip him into doing it, and they don't set. You know what? I would set it up like this, where he's playing, he's shooting as a little kid, and he's like, it set it up the same thing as his when he's playing basketball, but his dad's not there. He's playing at the park or something, and he's just making these shots. And he's just like he's crazy. You can tell he's going to be great when he gets older. But then these bigger kids who are older than him just kind of show up, and they're like, "Hey, you get off the court. We're going to play here." He's like, "Hey, no, come on, I was here. I can play with you guys. I'm pretty good." And they're just like, "Hey, no, no, go away, shrimp." Because at that age, he would be smaller. Um, and then that sort of builds up in his character. I mean, I'm trying to actually make him a character because his character arc is what he quit. He wanted to play baseball, and then he quit, and then had to go do the thing he needed to do. Um, but yeah, I would totally make it so that it sets up his character that he doesn't like bullies. And so when he sees the Monstars come in and starts, like pushing the Looney Tunes around, he's all like, "Hey, knock it off. Of course I'll be on your team. Show these guys, how to really play the game." Um, oh man, I was gonna say something. Uh, let's see. I lost track. I had something, and then I needed to finish my thought. Oh yeah, I guess the whole point is that the Looney Tunes didn't start winning until they actually started playing like Looney Tunes, which I guess sort of parallels Jordan's need to, like, you want to play baseball, but you're really a basketball player. So you got to do what you got to do, and you got to be true to yourself. I think that sort of parallel could have been established a little more. Um, People love Space Jam because it was still technically good. It was still well animated. Um, it was. It was just fun. It was fun seeing Bugs and Daffy go into the real world. It was fun seeing the town hall meeting and that whole scene. It was. I didn't care for Porky pissing himself, Pia pissing himself. Um, I'm trying to think what other good ones. Yeah, I like it when they go behind the curtain and they're trying to figure out a way to get out of being slaves, and Sylvester just comes up with the idea. He says, "I know what we'll do. We'll eat the bird." And it's like, well, that's got nothing to do with anything. Sylvester, come on. So it's, how can I put this? It's a movie that is just, it is somehow less, but then it's less than the sum of its parts, but all of the parts are really interesting, if that makes sense. Like, you look at this part and it's like, ooh, and you roll it around in your hand and you look at it from this angle and look at it from this angle and you're like, wow, this is really interesting and weird. But then you put it all together and you're like, this, it doesn't, it's not, there's no cohesiveness to it. Um, the new Space Jam, I don't know. It looks like it's going to be about, again, it's that idea of you got to be yourself. Like, LeBron is pressuring his kid. I don't even know if that's his real kid or an actor, but he's pressuring his kid to be a basketball player too, and it might end up being about, hey, you know what? You just got to do your own thing. Why Don Cheadle's the villain? Why there's a bunch of Static Shock villains on the other team? Um, I don't know why I went to Static Shock. Is it a black thing? Am I racist? Am I canceled now? Static Shock was a good show, though. If I had to pick anything out of there, I would. Okay, the kid from the new Space Jam is an actor. Okay, I sort of had a hunch. But that's supposed to be LeBron, right? He's not like a made up basketball player. That's LeBron, right? Wait, did Michael Jordan, was his kids in, I think those were his kids in the movie, right? In the first one when they were getting his shoes? Wait, what happened to my all the colors? Hold on. The show's ending. I mean, the timeline's Huh, that's weird. I guess I just, that's the next episode. I guess I did the colors separately. Or maybe I forgot to record those. Do, do, do. Nope, but anyway, let's see. Yep, that's about it. Again, I'm kind of happy with the way this turned out. I like the little pose. Yeah, Ninja Sandy. She's pretty cool. The outfit came from the commissioner. This specific outfit with the little emblem. I checked it. It didn't look like it was any sort of symbol. You know, like I don't know. I just don't want this ending up on Parlor or anything. Um, Oh, let's see. Just wait. Let's round this out with the last of the Space Jam questions. Any cameo you're excited to see in Space Jam 2? I think I said on Twitter how I wasn't. I don't like toy box or toy collection movies. They really just kind of. They're just kind of off-putting. Like the whole. What is it? Ready Player One, where you just have a bunch of cameos from it's basically just studios saying, "Oh, look at all the IPs we own." So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. I will see you all